Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of July 2025. So let's see what is in store for the beautiful Pisces collective. Get comfy, maybe get yourself something to drink, and let's see what can we expect out of this month ahead. Let's hope that it's only good news, positive news, but if there's something that you don't particularly like or something that, is kind of like annoying, just think that from the present moment, having received that heads up, you can change whatever it is that you're dealing with. You can reframe your mind. You can change your perspective to make it better. Okay? So, having that said, this is for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Please, please, before we start, take a second and hit on that subscribe button, hit that like button, and if you want to say hi, let me know from where in the world you're watching. That would be wonderful as well. So, let's go to the cards. Let's see what this month has for us, Pisces. Alright, so we are going to start by doing a general tarot spread, and then we're going to zoom in weekly to see what advice and messages are available for you, Pisces, in regards to love, romance, and relationships, money, finances, and health. Okay, so we're going to pull 3 cards per week at the end of this particular spread. I hope you're doing good. I hope that everything is flowing great for you, Pisces. I get a good feeling out of this month, but let's see. And I just want to invite you and let you know that I'm offering personalized readings at this time. So if you would like to have a one question, around 15 to 20-minute reading, in which basically you select the question, you let me know what your question is, and I make a reading for you, a video specifically for you. Just let me know. The info will be in the description box below, okay? All right, so 3 of Cups, first energy that we're getting here. So this may be a social month. This may be a month in which dynamics that involve 3 people may be very relevant or very common. You may realize like you have this group of friends that has turned into like 3 besties, or maybe in relationships you're contemplating the possibility of like going from monogamy to like polygamy or something along those lines. It could be like a theme that is around. It could also be a very social month. We also have number 3 again, but this time is 3 of Wands. And this is going to be the card showing up as a challenge, all right? So you are making great progress, Pisces. This has been coming up all year. I think you guys are probably sick of hearing me say this. You may need to wait a little longer for something, but you're seeing things already materialize. It's like, let's say that maybe you are craving massive success, but you are seeing how the tools are arriving, in your life. Maybe the devices, maybe the lessons, the courses. Maybe you feel like you're being prepared for something. And it's true. It's not a perception that is, out of nowhere. It is accurate. You are being prepared for that. And you see your ships coming in, you see the signs coming in, you see the confirmations coming in, but the full-blown massive success moment may not be here yet. It may not be this month. It may need, a little longer. Recently, with the 2 of Cups, you have been paying attention to your connections, okay? It seems like Spirit has made it quite clear that it is important for you to not necessarily test the people in your life. I don't think that that is something that you do on purpose. But I do sense that you've had moments, Pisces, in which Spirit has, through the situations that you go through, put you in positions and in situations that let you know, like, oh wow, this person is definitely not on my side. Or this person may say that they are and, talk a huge game, but at the end of the day, they're not really showing up. And simultaneously, the opposite, right? Maybe being like, I didn't know this person cared so much about me. I didn't know this person, would show up in a moment of need. And I feel like, in a way, you have been in a chapter, Pisces, that has created clarity over who you can trust, who you can count on, what qualities are important in the people in your life. And now you're surrounded by people who are better suited for you, people who you can trust. In the present moment, you have the Nine of Cups. I love this, Pisces. This is letting me know that you're feeling satisfied with yourself. You're feeling maybe proud of yourself, of your accomplishments, of your progress, perhaps. This is a card that is similar to the Three of Cups in the examples used to describe it. So this would be maybe you going into a bar and having something so positive to share that you're like, I'm getting around for everybody. Like I'm inviting around for everybody because I'm celebrating this thing happening. It's other people celebrating you because you're celebrating yourself. There are drinks involved. You know, there could be a lot of socializing. There could be a lot of like social events, hanging out, gatherings, and things like this. But bottom line, I feel like there is not only a lot of things to celebrate, you are celebrating you, your progress, and how you are showing up for things. It's like you see the change in yourself. Others may not, but it doesn't even matter, you know? It's like you are aware of how much you have grown, and that makes it just super important. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So I see that the beginning of the month is going to be very surrounded, or not surrounded, like very focused around the people that you care about and the people that matter in your life. Your loved ones and your loved ones' loved ones. Mid-month, you're going to be celebrating something big. Okay, something very big, something very loud, something very exciting is happening mid-month. Then by the end of the month, I see you a little bit like, so what now? Like, what do we want now at work? What do we want now in health? What do we want to manifest in pleasure, joy, happiness, abundance, prosperity? It's like you're going to be maybe a little bit confused because you're going to have a lot of options. You're going to be sort of spoiled for choice, as they say. And, you know, you don't need to hurry. You can take your time. There is no need to rush through anything. Some of you who are developing your psychic abilities at this time, you may find that you're picking up a lot of information and that it's not necessarily clear what is real, what isn't, what are your projections, your fears. If you don't have this very clear, avoid, you know, taking big action based on something that is not clear to you. Like, if your intuition is like, I don't know if my intuition is saying yes to this, first check how your body feels. If you think about it, does it feel expansive? Your body feels like it's, you know, expanding, it feels exciting, or does it feel like constricting? That's the first way to check. And also check with your logic, your heart, your common sense, right? At the end of the day, if you're going to follow your intuition, you should be able to follow your intuition and be on board on that other set of standards. You know, you shouldn't go against your common sense. It shouldn't go against everything that you believe in, right? Your intuition is probably going to point you into a direction that is healthy and proper, right? It's like if your intuition tells you to jump off a bridge, you're not going to jump off a bridge, right? It may not be your intuition. It may be an intrusive thought. It may be whatever. All right, so the card that is representing you this month is the Lover's card. You may be experiencing a very powerful psychic connection with someone. This could be someone who you know from past lives. This could be your partner. This could be someone out of your relationship. It may be someone who you're connecting to through your third eye, maybe through dreams and things like that. Could be a Gemini. Doesn't have to be the case. But there is this like psychic bond or something like that you're going to be experiencing this month with someone. You're also going to be paying attention to the choices that you make. You're going to have important choices to make this month. Important decisions are going to, you know, come to the surface, need your attention. Your environment may be a little bit hectic, okay? Some of you are going to be having a month in which everyone around seems to be running around full speed ahead like a chicken with their head cut off. It's like everyone's going to be like just erratic, going crazy all month. Not everybody, but you may find and notice that tendency. You may be like, everyone's just so stressed, you know, like what's going on this month? There could be something around perhaps the Mercury retrograde that is coming in, I think, mid-month. So it could be something that has to do with technology. It could be something that has to do with your devices, with communication, emails that never arrive for some reason, things that you could have sworn you sent, never happened, or just got lost somewhere in the mail, in the, digital space. I don't know. It's like mix-ups, right? And I feel like people are going to be reacting very strongly to those mix-ups. So, heads up with that. Because we're going to be having, I think, it's mid-month that the Mercury retrograde starts, but we have like the shadow previously. So, it could be something that feels like it's there all month. In your hopes and fears, you have the 8 of Wands, beautiful card here. So you have this hope of growth, expansion. Maybe you have a particular desire to expand internationally, maybe through social media, through your email list, through marketing. Maybe you have some desire to join some kind of like network that is international for like student exchange or some kind of global thing. You may feel very attracted to those kinds of things and the speed in which you can achieve things through that certain structure, but you may also be a little bit intimidated by them. This is going to be a month in which you may have a lot of messages to answer, okay? Your email, your phone, it's going to get intense in a very good way. But if you would like to avoid stress in that particular realm, maybe prepare accordingly, maybe get some kind of assistance or automate things or something like that. The Wheel of Fortune, you are at the beginning stages of a cycle in which you're going to be winning and winning and winning. It's like you can already feel it. Some of you are already aware that things are getting better, but it's only the beginning of this whole cycle. It's going to be a long cycle for you, Pisces. So enjoy every bit of it, be grateful every bit of it, and do integrate the systems in place so that this becomes maybe a permanent positive thing, or most likely, when the wheel turns. Then we have the Page of Fire. So this is Leo, Sag, Aries energy. You could be feeling this month incredibly passionate, excited, thrilled, inspired to do all sorts of things. If not properly channeled, this energy can turn into anger a little. You could be dealing with fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, who's maybe younger than you, maybe an apprentice, maybe someone that wants to learn from you, maybe someone in your family that looks up to you. And this person really wants to learn a lot about how you went through some kind of up and down and came out victorious. Like, that's what they want to understand. They may be a little shy and they may not feel confident enough to like tell you that. But what they want to know is like how you sort of pull through. Maybe you don't consider that you have pulled through a difficult situation, but they consider that you have. Like, you're successful now. Like, you're in the clear of a past difficulty. All right, so let's see now, week by week, what is the advice that the cards have for you, Pisces. Please go ahead and like this video if you like it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like a personalized reading, it's a video just like this. You get to see your cards. You get to ask your question based on your own energy, not the energy of all the Pisces, just your energy. We get to answer your question through the cards, see what's up, and see the advice that Spirit wants to bring your way. All right, so week 1 of July in money and finances. Gratitude list. Week 2, the power of prayer. Week 3, donations, teething, charitable work. And week 4, we have dreams of abundance. Now let's move on to love, romance, and relationships. For week 1, we have love yourself first. For week 2, you deserve love. Week 3, forgiving and learning. Week 4, deception. Okay, that will be for love, romance, and relationships. That could be friendships, family relationships, co-workers, etc. Now let's pull one card for health for each week of the month. For the first week, we have Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. For week 2, see the big picture. For week 3, we have Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. And for week 4, we have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. So let's see how that translates at the bottom of the deck. For the month, we have the Spider Spirit, card number 56. That number could be relevant for you somehow, 56. Also the number 9, also the number 11. We have Make Your Dreams Real. So this is a wonderful month for you to take charge and trust that the actions that you take, the commitment that you give to the things that matter to you is going to make a difference, okay? So for the first week, Spirit recommends for you to do gratitude exercises. Again, I always say the same thing. It's like you don't necessarily have to write down everything if you're bored out of your mind of doing this for so long, because I know that many of you have done this for years and years. Maybe while you shower, you can say 5 things that you're grateful for. Maybe, while you're driving to work or whatever it is, pinpoint your favorite moment of the day before. Be grateful for that. The more you are connected to gratitude, the more your abundance and prosperity is going to grow. Okay, that is kind of like your advice for this week. Then we have for love and romance, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So for those of you who are in a relationship, put yourself first. Try to, of course, be there for your partner to the best of your ability, but don't neglect the things that matter for you. Don't neglect the things that you really should be paying attention to in order to satisfy or fulfill your partner's desires. Try to find a balance there. For those of you who are single, maybe you are dealing with someone you could be potentially dating in the future, something like that. They're telling you here to really love yourself first. Don't take breadcrumbs. Don't accept a treatment that is less than ideal. If someone is showing you signs and red flags that they're not that interested or that they're not really ready or able to give you what you need, pay attention to that. Like don't blind yourself to it. Okay, love yourself first. In health, now is a lucky time. Rabbit Spirit, card number 49. So you may be feeling good. If you have any kind of condition, any kind of set of symptoms that usually make you crazy, they're gonna be, kind of mild this first week of July. You may feel better than normal. You may have kind of like a lucky break in this area. The card number 49 may be relevant for you as well. All right, then for week 2, for money and finances, they are reminding you of the power of prayer. Give this situation to God, whatever may be frustrating, whatever may be concerning, even if there's nothing necessarily worrying you. Make sure that whatever it is that you want to manifest, you pray about it. You tell the divine, hey, this is what I want, please, Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to those prayers. So yeah, when you pray, not only send that message out there, but also listen what comes through, what thoughts come into your mind after you pray for that specific thing, right? For love, romance, and relationships, we have you deserve love. You are lovable. So this is a very good continuation on the first week, love yourself first. This is a reminder that you deserve love, good love, the right, proper kind of love. And basically, if you're not necessarily hoping for maybe a serious connection, then, find someone who's on the same page as you are. But if you are hoping for that, don't minimize it. Don't tell yourself that you're not hoping for that. Like, make sure to know what you want in love and romance. Okay? For health and wellness, we have card number 29. This is Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. So for health and wellness, maybe, you know what would be good with a card like this? Doing like a general medical checkup, seeing like the big picture of your health, seeing the different angles and possibilities, the whole system, as opposed to seeing or observing one part of your body or one part of your system. It would be a good thing to do like an overall checkup or an overall strategy for your health and wellness. For week 3, we have for money and finances, donation and teething charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. Know that your generosity will be returned to you manifold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that you have positive energy that multiplies. So a good way to be in the energy of abundance is to give. And it doesn't have to be, if you're short on cash, don't give away your cash. Give away instead your time or your good energy or your prayers or your intentions, but make sure that you're giving in a way, okay? And even if you are short on cash, spare $1 to send that message to the universe, like, hey, I'm abundant. I can see my abundance. I see my prosperity. I see how grateful I should be. I see how privileged I am. So I share. And that will only multiply that energy. That will only bring you more. For love, romance, and relationships, we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Some of you who are single, maybe you were starting to consider dating someone at the beginning of the month. Maybe you realize this person isn't really what I want. They're not on the same page as I am. You may need to go into this energy of like forgiving yourself, forgiving them, learning, kind of going through a little bit of the grief of that's not necessarily going to happen per se. But know that it is a choice that you are making. And it is based on your highest good and you loving yourself and respecting yourself. So, it is good. It's just, it can still be a little disappointing. We have here for health for the 3rd week, card number 20, Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. So you may realize that there's none like one size fits all in regards to health or anything really in life. I think it's good to see how your body reacts to every bit of a treatment and really discard what doesn't resonate with you and make sure that you first kind of like test how you feel with every bit of something in order to really take what works. There may be like opposing things that kind of like in theory go against each other but make you feel really good for some reason. Some people say that it's really bad to like go to the sauna, be in a very hot space, and then go into like a cold shower. That's really bad for you and stuff. There's some people that say that that's really good for you, and at the end of the day, it's going to be what works for you. So try things out if you feel like you're interested in something but don't know yet if it's going to be good for you and your health. For money, finances, and career and stuff like that, for the 4th week, by the end of the month, we have dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas. answers and solutions. So be sure to record your dreams in a journal. I never do this. I always try and always forget because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. So you may have a weird dream. You may have one of those my brain went into like a blender kind of dreams that makes no sense. Still, write down the symbols, write down whatever it is that you can remember because it may be kind of like code for, hey, do this for abundance and prosperity. Sorry, guys, Mia is meowing intensely. They're all here with me in the room. Mia, shh, silencio, mi amor. Ahorita te abro, me falta poquito. Okay. So for love, romance, and relationships, we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So beware if you are, let's say, by the third week, you're like, oh, this person doesn't want what I want. This person is not on the same page as me. Red flags, you see the signs. This person is not treating you like you want to be treated. And then all of a sudden, in the fourth week, they're like, oh, but yes, I am. Yeah, yes, I am interested. And they may tell you, like, everything you want to hear. But make sure to check in with your gut to see if it's real. Because it may be someone who just kind of wants to, go through into like a physical connection by pretending that they're there in an emotional connection, but they're not actually interested emotionally. That's super fucked up. So make sure that you check with your intuition there, okay? Then for health, we have the Beaver Spirit, card number 6. Lay a solid foundation for your health. So maybe this plan that you have been contemplating, maybe if you did any like exams somewhere along the month to see the big picture of your health, then the last week of the month is going to be wonderful for like committing to like a plan, some kind of strategy, some kind of step-by-step thing, okay? And that's going to be wonderful for you moving forward. Make your dreams real. You have this ability and this possibility, Pisces, for this month in all areas. This is a wonderful time for you. It seems like there is smooth sailing in all areas, except your surrounding, people around you may be a little bit frustrated with technology or miscommunication. So, try to be patient. Don't take it personally. They're just going to be a little bit like, deer in headlights kind of thing. So besides that, I think it's steer clear. You're going to be smooth sailing through it all, okay? All right, Pisces. So this is what I have for you. If you would like your personalized reading, I would love to connect with you that way. All you need to do is go to the description box, check where it says personalized reading, and you can book your own. You'll see all the information that you need right there. So Pisces, I hope you have a beautiful month of July, and I'll see you in your next reading. Mwah.